All right, so pretty much from this point on, I am going to be assembling the rest of the power head. Put the coil back on, and I'm just going to be putting the rest of the stuff like the injectors and the manifolds and whatnot back on. I think I have everything I need parts wise to get this thing back together and put it back on the boat, or back on the unit itself to get it fired up. So pretty much I'm just going to time lapse everything, set you up to where you can see the whole bird's eye viewpoint of thing, and we're just going to go from there. So all right, so we got everything back on, mostly everything. Had to take the wiring harness back off, at least this part. I had to flip it back over to get this track back on and get the fuel line, the cross fuel line back on. I think I got everything hooked up correctly. Obviously don't have the coil and plugs hooked up, but that'll come later. As far as vacuum lines and everything else has been hooked up according to what it should be, and thank goodness I have the manual there to help me out, because I got lost with some of these vacuum lines. So the other big challenge I gotta face is getting the flywheel nut torqued with the flywheel on that's over there here. So in order to do that, you're supposed to have a special tool, and it's like a bar that reaches across, and somebody else has got to hold it while you got to put like 85, 90 pounds of torque on it, or whatever it's supposed to be. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, I don't have that, so I got to make something, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. All right, so I have tried some things to put this together. So I'm going to try this. Lawnmower blade, some bolts, and some vice grips to hold these bolts in, because I don't have any nuts for the backside of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the square tube from my shop crane and just hold it over here, and I'm going to come get Gabby to help me out with this. Here she is. She's not going to know. Come here. All right, this is what I was going to work. So what I need you to do, is you to hold this. Hold this. Like you need to hold it.
I'll have to.
You can't let go of it.
Okay. Or what?
Or it's not going to get tight.
Like it? Just hold it?
It's going to come away from you, because I got to do this.
Which way?
It's going to pull away from you, so get on the other side of it. And you're gonna push against me.
But push this way or this way?
You're gonna push like this way.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go up to 175 foot-pounds of torque of this thing, and this is how much.
Okay,
you ready? Got it.
It's good?
It's good.
It's done?
It's done. Hang on, give me a second.
we go.
All right, that worked. Cool. All right, we'll get on trucking with this. So we're back. It's got a couple days later. Pretty much I've done everything to the engine that I need to do to it to get it to put on. But I think I'm going to take the fuel filter back off because it's going to be easier to get on without it. And I'm going to leave all this other stuff off until I get it on, because when I pulled the unit off, it was kind of difficult to get off with the intake manifolds on and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave them off, and then I'm gonna put them on, and then, or leave them off, put the power head on, and then put everything else back together, because I think it's gonna be a lot easier. But everything's back together, and kind of have a pivotal moment now. I can start putting this back together, see if it fire up and run correctly. So, all right, we're gonna get this thing, get the boat pulled back over here, and hopefully get this thing installed. All right, so we got everything pretty much prepped up. Did dump a little oil down the sump to kind of flush whatever last minute garbage was down in there. So I did clean all this up a couple weeks ago, so I can get this streamlined and not have to have the HOA start fussing at me like they did on my buffing video. Anyway, now it's time to get this monster back onto that thing using that thing, which is going to be super sketchy, because the last time I did this, it was a little scary, but hopefully this goes better this time. All right, I don't know if this GoPro needs to be thrown in the trash or what, but we got it on. And it just goes to show you, you can do this by yourself. It just takes a little bit more time. So it's on. Next thing you need to do is bolt her down and go from there. Start putting everything else back together. All right, hopefully this thing goes. Well, there you have it. This battery's about to die, so I'm going to make this quick. Seems to be running nice and quiet. There is a lot of water leak over here. I think it's from the thermostat, and it's the same thing on the other side. So that'll do it for this one. Hopefully we'll get to take it on the water soon. Thank you.